Hey folks, Bill Benner here, candidate for state representative for the 86th district, which includes all of Perry and the best parts of Cumberland County. I had the opportunity this past week to speak with Jim Ryan, staff writer for the Perry County Times. Did a great article, get a chance to pick up a newspaper, take a look. One of Jim's first questions, in fact, the first question he asked was, why are you doing this? What made you decide to run? And I thought it was a great question, so I thought I would answer it here. So I've been very fortunate, very blessed to be able to build a professional practice as a financial advisor. I love working with my clients, so it's not because I needed a job. As a retired reservist with the Pennsylvania Air National Guard, I'm able to purchase my healthcare benefits through the TRICARE system. So it's not because I need healthcare. I live in a farmhouse with a barn that's over 150 years old. I call it the land of unfinished projects. There's always something here that needs done. So it's not like I needed something to do. And I love to hunt, shoot, hike, bike, kayak, run, ride motorcycles, fly airplanes. So it's not because I needed a hobby. I did it because, well, my heroes, well, they're not athletes and they're not actors. They're men like this gentleman right here. If you are a student of the Civil War, you'll know that this is Colonel Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain. Now, Colonel Chamberlain commanded the extreme left of the Union line on the second day of battle at Gettysburg. He was told to hold that position at all costs. He couldn't fall back, he couldn't surrender. And after the third charge of the 15th Alabama, Chamberlain found that many of his men were killed or wounded, and the ones that were left were just about out of ammunition. He couldn't fall back, he couldn't stay there. Chamberlain made a bold command decision. He ordered his men to fix bayonets, and on the next Confederate charge, he ordered a countercharge. Caught many of the Confederates by surprise, and most of them either surrendered or ran. Chamberlain is credited with saving the left of the Union line that day, probably saving the battle at Gettysburg, and quite honestly, maybe even saving the Union as we know it today. What I find most remarkable about Colonel Chamberlain is that he was not a career soldier. In fact, Chamberlain was a professor at Bowdoin College of Maine before the war broke out, but he was very patriotic, and he petitioned the governor of Maine for an appointment to the Union Army. In his letter to the governor, he wrote that in times of peril, every man should step forward and ask to be placed in his proper post. That's why I'm doing it. Chamberlain went on to write that he thought he could serve his country in this time of peril. That's why I'm here. I don't need a job. I don't need benefits. I'm doing it because we need battle-hardened, battle-tested people with stamina to go fight for us in Harrisburg. I'd ask you to check out voteforbillbenner.com. Please click the like and share buttons. Tell your friends. Thanks. Till next time, stay safe and be well.